Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to Let's Try the press preview of This War of Mine. This War of Mine is a game that when it was first announced, I was super excited by the concept. The idea is you are in a city under siege. There's a war going on, but you are not a soldier. You are merely a citizen of the city trying to survive in this bombed out, shelled out city with no power and with constant threat of snipers. It's a very realistic kind of story, something that a lot of people have had to deal with over the years. And, you know, it's not a happy making story. It is a sort of a side view survival game in this militaristic setting. This is an unfinished version. This is a preview version of the game. As I said, it only allows about 12 days worth of gameplay and doesn't have all the locations and items and various other things finished. So keep in mind that the game may or may not be good when it finally comes out. This is not a good way to judge what the final quality of the game will be, but I think you will agree with me that the concept is very, very compelling. You can play this with a control pad, like a Xbox or PlayStation controller. It'll probably come out on consoles as well. It plays very well that way, but it also plays very well with the mouse. And I do mean mouse as opposed to mouse and keyboard. It's mostly mousey if you're using it that way. For some reason, the arrow keys don't really seem to do anything as is, but again, it is very early and unfinished build of this game, so take everything with a bit of a grain of salt. If your city gets under siege, you're not prepared for it. And yeah, it is a very dark kind of game. Day one, and a very cool sort of stylistic look as well. When we get into this, you can see like this sort of like smoky, hazy effect is present throughout the entire game. We'll see. Fuck the war. Again, kind of a mature tone to everything, of course. And this is what the game looks like. It looks like, you know, like a pencil sketch or like a coal, like a I'm not an art person, but this is like a coal or charcoal drawing, right? That sort of effect, those brush strokes. But here we are in the game. So, we've got this, I don't know, I guess an apartment building, this bombed out apartment building, and that is where we currently are. Every time you play, you do start with a random set of characters to play with. So, surrounded in the capital by the government military, the separatists refuse to surrender. Caught in the middle of the fighting with no running water or phones, struggling with lack of food and medications are civilians. In a civil war, everyone is affected in one way or another. Roman, who I believe is this guy, was drafted into the army, but he ran away at first opportunity. Erika came to the capital, fleeing persecutions in her hometown, and Marin lost everything in a fire. Homeless, on the run, and with nothing to lose but their lives, they decide to band together to survive. So I've seen Roman before. I have not seen Marin or Erika before, so it'll be interesting to see what traits they've got. We found a shelter. War has driven us from our homes, took everything. Fleeing the slaughter, we met by chance, taking shelter in this battered building. All right, so here is the view. So Erika sneaks quietly, Roman is trained in combat, and Marin is a handyman. Okay, I'm going to just open this up to pause for a second. This is actually the first time I've started a game here where I didn't have a character who's already sick or injured. This is actually really, really helpful because, yeah, the other times when I've played, at least one of them was usually wounded and someone else was maybe sick. So it's actually really, really handy that they're all there. So Marin is a handyman, Roman is trained in combat, and Rika sneaks quietly. There's a bio we can click on for these characters. So I'm a simple girl from the hood and I know life. Street raised me more than my father did. That old sot beat me whenever he felt like it and knew how to make it hurt. That's all over now. He bit the dust in the first days of the war. I've been a cat burglar since I turned 14. You know it is. You know how it is. I'm better at it than anyone you know and I can sneak like a fox. You'd be a fool to kick me out. Or you'd be a fool kicking me out of this shelter. It's probably the most sort of cheesy bio that I've read so far. You can see Roman here, the deserter, has no bio listed yet. And what about Marin? Does he have any? No, he's just got the placeholder as well. Most of them, I've been really impressed by the backstory and things, and they haven't been, you know, too cliche or tropic. You can see the time is ticking away. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look around this place for goods. We have a refrigerator here, which stores our food. We have none of that. We have a medicine cabinet over here. It keeps our medical resources. We have none of that either. So let's go and grab Erika over here. Erika, I should say. And we're going to have her go and rummage through that rubble. Over here, we're going to rummage through some stuff over here. And we're going to get Marin to go, say, where else can we send him? We can send him... Oh, all right. First of all, Erika has just finished searching this pile here. We found some herbs. Can be used for making herbal medicines and roll up cigarettes. The medicines are very important for when you get sick, and the cigarettes can be used for trading, which is pretty good. It's also got some various components and some wood, as well as a little bit of clean water. So we're going to grab all that. The R things pile, which is what you have in your safe house, has no inventory limit in any way whatsoever. So the idea here is very quickly on this first day, is we are just going to rummage around and try to loot everything that is available. So we got some more herbs, we've got some mechanical parts, we've got some weapon parts, blades, barrels, springs, locks, and so on, as well as a book. So a book improves our mood and helps fight back sadness and depression, which is an important part of the gameplay. We can also burn them if we need some fuel. So we'll grab all that. And yeah, I can use tab to cycle between people. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here. Now Erika will have to clear this rubble pile out of the way to be able to get to this, which takes a long time barehanded. We don't have a shovel yet, but it's still fine to start off this way. Loot some more things over here. We've got some more parts. We're going to grab everything. And we're looting down there. So much search for supplies. We're working on it. Oh, we got a lockpick over here, which is handy. As well as, oops, I meant to select this. We've got some raw food over here. It's edible, but would be more nutritious when cooked. So we would like to get a stove so we can start cooking. Yeah, I really need a shovel. Gonna open these doors. What we'll do is we'll see if we can start fabricating stuff. Marin's our handyman, so I don't know what kind of perks that might add, but it's got to add something, right? And we'll get Roman to come down to the basement and potentially start searching there. So we can start crafting some stuff. Top priority may be to build a metal workshop, which we can use to make crowbars and lockpicks and shovels, which are really good. We can also make a rainwater collector. Fresh water is going to be very important. A simple heater will become very important because the temperature may not always be warm. And beds are critical as well because when you want to sleep, you can sleep on the floor, but then people aren't as well off. And they get kind of miserable if they're not sleeping properly. So I will start with the metal workshop, though, which is going to require some of our components and a little bit of wood. It takes about an hour to make. We'll make that. And then we have to drag it to drop it somewhere. I'm going to drop the metal workshop right next to the other workshop. So we'll have all our construction in vaguely the same place. She's still trying to dig all this rubble out of the way to be able to get to what's behind here. And Roman will probably have you start... Oh, you know what? Oh, we can't get through this door, can we? Simple barricade. I can dismantle it in a minute. Loose planks. I can remove them. So, do that. How come there's no pop-up for it? That's bizarre. Oh, I have to click on it here. There we go. No, that's lootables. I'm confused. There should be something interactable. Maybe I'll have to get a crowbar for that. Speaking of crowbar, let's go ahead and see if we can't manufacture one. So yeah, we can make a weapon. We've got some parts for that. We can make a knife. Well, some sort of turbo knife or something. I'm not sure. We definitely want at least one crowbar because we're gonna have to pry open things. It is loud compared to lockpick, but lockpicks are single use. In our home, it's going to be fine to use a crowbar to help us do that. We may want a shovel, but honestly, I think we're going to be able to go through these rubble piles fine. We may not have enough time to go through everything the first day, but that's all right. We do have a little bit of raw meat. It's not enough food. Most likely, we won't find a lot of food here, unfortunately. There you go. I like how they make comments all the time, too. A little bit of extra flavor. Okay, some more raw meat. What is this? Electric parts. And some more craftables. We'll take that. Now that we have a crowbar, I can use the crowbar to pry through this door. You can only use one crowbar at a time. So when she's using the crowbar, you can see I could no longer use it over here. We'll wait for her to finish, and then we'll probably just go and pry things open over this way. Still confused by this barricade. I've never seen that happen before. There should be a pop-up there. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll see. I'll show you what happens at night, and we'll get a few more options. So I'm mostly going to keep people busy doing this. You can see the little sound as they interact with things. There's a little like sort of distortion that shows how far the sounds go. And right now I'm having people walk, but you can also double-click to make them run, which is much louder. Now in our shelter here during the day, we're pretty safe. But when nighttime comes, things change pretty dramatically. So I'm going to save my goods. I'm not going to bother making a shovel right now, even though it would accelerate this quite a bit. Currently 17 degrees Celsius, presumably here, which is not too bad, but we probably will want a stove at some point. People are more likely to get sick when it's cold, even though factually that's not really the way that it works in reality. So that's one cleared. We'll start rooting away at the second one as well. I am tempted to make a shovel to save time here, but the reason I'm not bothering is because I want to save my resources for a few other things that I might want to build. And this is only a one-time thing in our main shelter. When we go scavenging around, we will have to deal with things. We may need crowbars, we may need lockpicks, we may need shovels, but I'm sort of going to scout things out first and then figure out what's most important to build. Since there's not really any sort of time or noise pressure here in our home. It's very different when you go scavenging. And the first few nights of scavenging, we're going to be okay. And we definitely only want to go at night, because during the day, snipers are going to get us. We'll just wait for the time to keep ticking away. There we go. This is what I'm used to seeing. This icon here should be on this door over here. Hopefully it'll be there after we finish scavenging one night, because I definitely want to be able to get to our stuff over here. It's going to be very important. Go ahead and pry that open and search over there. It's nearly night. What do we find in here? Okay, so some more herbs. We also found a broken pistol, which we might be able to repair and actually have a gun. And we found some jewelry, which isn't useful in its own, but we can potentially trade it to someone for maybe some food or something of that nature. What can we build here? Do we have enough stuff to build a bed? Because it would be really, really handy if we could do that. More books. Okay. Now, I don't know if more books are better for our mood. Or if we can just trade some away. We might have to burn some. Stove is probably a good idea. Okay, I need a bed. I also need a stove. We can probably build both, though, so I'll go ahead and make a bed. I'm gonna have to figure out where we want to put the beds. I think I'll probably put the stove next to the fridge, just because thematically it makes sense. And maybe this will be a fine place for our beds over here. I'm trying to avoid putting too many things in the basement, because it'll just add extra walk time. So we'll get him to build that. Oh, and now it's nighttime. Okay, so at night, here's what we've got. We have a little bit of a neighborhood around us. The first night, we've only got 3 locations to go. As the nights keep going forward, more and more locations will be available. We can go to Abandoned Cottage. This house was like a fortress. High walls, alarms, and family armed to the teeth, trembling with fear behind reinforced windows. It didn't help them. On the contrary, the most protected houses were ransacked first. Now it's just another abandoned ruin. Still, we may find some food or useful stuff there. So we figure there's lots of food, huge amounts of materials, some meds, some parts. There's the ruined villa. Some say people still live there, struggling against the odds. They must have some supplies stocked, like canned foods, possible bandages, or medicines. So caution is advised, because there's probably people here, and they're not going to take us kindly if we're going and, stealing all their stuff. And then there's a shelled school here. May have some people willing to trade. There may be some people wanting to kill us, and there's potentially lots of material. We're going to start with the abandoned cottage, because it's definitely safer. Now, as far as I can tell, we can only have one person scavenging at any given night. We don't have our beds completed, so no one's going to be able to sleep in the bed, which is kind of unfortunate. And everyone actually has the same carrying capacity right now, which is kind of odd. I'm used to having some people who have like a 12, some people might have a 7. So, right now, I think I'm going to use Erika to do it, because her quiet sneaking seems like a good idea. I'll put Roman on guard duty, and I'll have Marin just get some sleep, and I'll try to cycle them. It'd be nice if we had a bed, but at least one person will get a little bit of sleep in there, so we'll go ahead and prepare. So now I have to decide what Erika is going to bring with her while going to this house. For example, we might want to bring a crowbar or a lockpick. But it's very likely, and the inventory is auto-equipped by defenders at night. Anyone put a guard duty will use weapons, if I've got them, to defend our home from intruders. I'm going to go ahead and not bring anything. I think we'll be safe, and while there might be some stuff we're going to want to crowbar open, I'm willing to bet we can fill her inventory as is. Without worrying about that. We can always go back. So here's what it's like being at night. Time still ticks away over here, and we've got this house. Looters must have been in a hurry. There's still a lot of stuff left. So if we scooch up here, and you can see we're sneaking here. You can see there's vision. So there's a basement area down there. I don't see anyone in there. I can peek through this doorway. Okay, there's no one on the other side, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and scavenge, see what's out here. So we've got some pistol shells and some gunpowder. So presumably we can combine those two to make bullets. We've got some components and some wood. I'm going to grab everything as is. We may not keep the weaponry. Our priority is mostly going to be food and building material at this point in the game. We'll go ahead and exit out of here. You'll notice here I can actually switch combat modes. I can go to fists and now be able to fight, although without an actual proper weapon that would not be well advised. Also, oh, something's blocking it on the other side. Oh, and there's sound. Okay, it's just a rat or something. That's fine. Okay, I guess we'll go downstairs. If I had a crowbar, I could probably pry this open. We're probably going to be able to get around. No! We're blocked off here too. Oh. I'm going to be really limited how much I can steal without a crowbar. On the other hand, there's a, you know, fair amount of stuff here. We've got another broken pistol. No, these are weapon parts. Interesting. And some gears. And what do we have here? Quality roll-up. Roll-up made equal parts tobacco and some herbs. Quite good. And fertilizer. Use it to grow herbs or vegetable or bait a trap for small animals. Homegrown tobacco. So we can't take everything here. So what do we prioritize? A little pot. Tobacco and some herbs. Presumably that's what we've got going on there. Some homegrown tobacco. Let's get the weapon parts. We might be able to start building guns. We'll take the weapon shells. We might be able to pull something off. I've actually never built a gun in this game yet. So the electronics can be handy. All kinds of things can be handy. But there we go. We've got a full load of stuff. It would have been nice if we could have gotten into the house to... Oh, we can open this. Oh, okay. To find food, which is actually probably more important. Now, we are making a fair amount of noise doing this. There we go. No one's on the other side. Hopefully that's still just a rat. And most likely it is. Okay, so there's tons of debris and stuff available here. But I think what I should do is make a run for the fridge. We can stack. Now, different things stack to different amounts. We'll take anything that can stack, like that. Yeah, let's go upstairs. So even without a crowbar, there's going to be tons of stuff left to take. Let me quickly peek through this door, make sure there's no one on the other side. But I think this place is abandoned. Okay, let's take a look at the fridge. We got canned food, raw meat, some extra herbs, and sugar that we can use to make moonshine. Okay, that's way more important than pot cigarette or more weapon parts or the empty shells. The gunpowder is stacking at least, so I might go ahead and take that. We're going to take all the raw food, the canned stuff, and then what? We could take a lot of sugar. We don't have any water, and we do need water to cook. We haven't set that up yet, so I don't think there's anything else that I've got that can stack. The wood only stacks to 2. Technically, we could potentially find another part. So I'll keep looking. What do we can see here? Family photo of parents and 2 daughters. Good that the girls don't resemble the father. He looks like a bear. Ah, that's funny. Alright, so we'll see if we can find maybe one more stackable thing. It's possible. There we go. A little bit more of that. Another gear. I think that stacks to 4. I think we could potentially find more water and or more canned food, although I suspect that there won't be any up here. Still worth a look. Oh, okay. There might be some good stuff in here. Almost certainly we want to come back to this house. It's safe. There we go. Nothing else will stack up. It's safe. There's no one here now, although if we did go right back to it, conceivably we might find someone else there. Fertilizer. More weapon parts. Yeah, no one over there. All right, I think we'll just leave. I could manually do it, especially if I don't want to run, if I want to be quiet, but I'm feeling safe. I've got a full backpack. We've got a little bit of food. We've got some extra parts for building things. I think this was a very, very successful scavenge. Sniper. So we're going to leave. Erica's back. Or Erika. And we're going to find out what happened during the night. Now, I'm hoping this first night that there were no one coming to raid us, but it is entirely possible. It is entirely possible. We're going to walk in. There'll be a little bit of time, I think, as it processes things. There'll be a bit of dialogue. Plenty of really fine stuff. Indeed, we did. No medicine. No bandages, which is too bad. We're definitely going to want some first aid goods. Okay, there was no events at night. The night was calm. That's good. Erika is hungry and tired. Marin slept poorly because he slept on the floor. And he's also hungry. And then Ronan is hungry and tired. So, why don't you go and finish the bed? I think that got interrupted when night came. Marin, the handyman, we're going to get you to build a stove for us. We should have plenty of goods for that. Oh, I'll double click to get you to run. Meanwhile, Erika. So we do have a crowbar. Crude stove. Make that. And we'll just drop it next to the fridge. It doesn't actually matter where it is, but it just seems to make more sense. We'll get you to dig through here. Now, as far as I can tell, once we've got a bed, we can actually tell people to sleep on there throughout the day. And after a certain amount of time, the trait will go away. But as far as I can tell, if I have someone sleeping and I hit end day, it will not actually rest them. So I really have to just manually make sure he sticks around there and gets the job done. Anyway, we'll have Marin finish the stove and probably start doing some cooking. There we are. So we can also upgrade this. And the sooner we upgrade it, the better, because it's a more efficient stove that saves fuel. I'm actually going to not cook right away, because I'm going to hope that we can find 3 more parts and upgrade it. On the other hand, I should probably get a rainwater collector going as soon as possible, which might mean we were not going to actually have the resources to upgrade the stove. We could also build our moonshine still, which is good for trading, but we'll need water to make moonshine at the very least. And I don't think we've got a lot of sugar going on, so yeah, let's set up the rainwater collector. We don't want to wait too long for that. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. As far as I can tell, it doesn't matter where things get built. Marin's still tired. I'll gladly eat something. We have the canned food, too, so people can start eating that. And every time they stop to complain about something, it actually does slow down whatever they were doing, so I should probably have them actually eat the canned food. They don't die right away. They'll go to very hungry. Did you notice the blinking, too? They'll go to very hungry, and then potentially starving before they actually die. But they do just get slower as they get more of these negative traits. There we go. Rainwater is in place. Let's go ahead and set this up. Oh, we need a filter. That's right. We're going to have to make a filter before we can start collecting the rainwater. Hey, what? You there, since you're complaining about food, go ahead and eat a piece of canned food. All right, there we go. So now you're not hungry anymore. You still have slept poorly, but that's not terribly bad. Erica, you can go and pry that open. Oh, I don't have enough parts to make a filter. It takes 3 parts to make a filter, which definitely sucks. All right, let's pry this bad boy open. Since you're not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Now we can open up this door. There we go. I was pretty sure, like, we should be able to open this. There was just some weird glitch. We can also fix this barrier so we can go through there. Whoa, bullets. Still don't have a gun. We also have a bandage, which is great, and a little bit more clean water. Really, really quite fantastic. Oh! I think Ronan is back. Okay, so he can bandage himself. We may as well fix this door over here. Or Roman, we're going to have you eat some canned food, buddy. Because you're probably the one who's going out tonight. Since you're energized. In fact, Erika should actually go and try to sleep. It'd be really nice if we get a full sleep for as many people as possible. Think about putting together some beds. Well, we've got one, and you guys can take turns on it. Now, we can get more survivors. Okay, some more materials. Very good. We still don't have a shovel, but, you know, do your best over here. You're not hungry anymore. Is there anything left up here? No. The rainwater collector, but we don't have the resources for it. Go ahead and fix up this door. Because it can actually drop and climb up and down through here. It's just an extra route. There we are. And we didn't find any parts to do anything here? Make another filter? We still don't? No. We can make firewood. Well, we still have one person who's hungry, yeah? Erika has not eaten. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook 1 piece of meat. Although we don't have any fuel. So we'll have to use our last piece of wood to make the fuel to be able to cook, yeah? Oh, right now we need 2 fuel for 1 cooked item. So if we do upgrade it, then we only need 1 fuel. I would really love to do that. We need a lot of parts. We need to go scavenging again. So I guess we're not going to worry about that quite yet. Erika is sleeping. Roman has got nothing to do. No one's injured. No one needs to bandage themselves. If need be, we could just eat some raw meat, but I'm going to try to avoid that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for him to do. We'll wait for this to finish. We could just end the day now. Although, again, if I did, I don't think Erika would stop being tired, which is kind of annoying. So we'll just wait for Marin to finish this. Although, theoretically, Roman might be faster because he wouldn't have the, yeah. He's going to complain. There we go. Pry this open. Don't worry about the noise or the speed. Because we're nice and safe, in theory. We might want to make a knife, though. Not to go with us with scavenging, but to defend. Ah, we found some medications. Very good. Another lockpick. water, and more bullets. Alright, Mr. Handyman. Oh, Erika is rested. Wonderful. And we have a book, so it's actually helping to fend off depression from Erika. Very nice. Oh, we need more parts. We just need more of everything. I guess at this point then, we'll just end the day. I think the day ends at 8 or maybe 9 anyway, so. Alright, plan the night. So, I was thinking of having Roman go and do some scavenging, because he's feeling fine. On the other hand, he's straight in combat. Maybe we'll have him guard after all. We can actually have both these guys guard. It would be nice. I don't think there's any way to do a multi-scavenge. 33% looted. It's nice that we've got those traits, actually. Alright, guard. We'll have you sleep in bed, so you'll at least be fine the next day. And send Erika to scavenge again. She's hungry, which means she's going to be a little slower. On the other hand, the cottage is fine. We'll have her bring a crowbar, because I think we needed one. Yes. So she'll be able to bring back less stuff, but it's going to be okay. Alright. Bring the crowbar with you. We've got a couple of lockpicks. And here it's fine when we go somewhere sneaky, and especially the fact that they stack. If we can get a stack of, I don't know how many you can stack, like 4 lockpicks, and then use that somewhere where there's people at some point will be really nice. But I'm much more comfortable looting places where there's no one right now. At least I'm hoping there's no one here. You can see we can use the crowbar for combat. That is so not what I was asking you to do. I assume that's just the rat, though. Alright, we'll grab all. Still no one there. Go here. So we're really looking for components as much as possible. And we always need wood. Always need wood for fuel and all kinds of things. Okay, we've got lots of wood, which is good. The electronic bits would be nice at some point, but I think it's a lower priority from just regular components at this point. Still gonna be so much to loot. It'd be nice if you could send multiple people. There's more components, which we definitely need. I'm going to put back the electronics and the fertilizer and the herbs for now. Right now our priority is crafting. Even more than the wood. Well, I'll grab a couple more pieces of wood, but I'll be fine with leaving them behind if need be. Oh, here. Well, let's pry this thing open. In fact, we should pry open all the things in this trip, because if we do come back here one more time, we'll try to avoid bringing a crowbar. Now, the downside to coming here again is we've really already looted the food. Oh, more bandages, some alcohol to trade, and some bullets. Oh, that is really tempting, especially since I don't have a full stack. I'm going to leave some of the wood. Definitely going to bring the bandages. They're, like, really, really good, and I actually don't even know how to make any yet. Oh, there's another pile to loot there, too. Any components in here? The gear type components, but we'll have to leave that. No one on the other side of this door, yeah? No, we're fine. Bed to loot. What is this? Herbal meds and actual medication. We already have some, but there's a good chance we might be able to trade medicine later on. I'm going to leave another set of wood behind and take some actual meds. You will meet people here, and some people will want things like medicine or food. On the first day they robbed us. 2 days later they murdered our girls. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in the backyard. You're reading this. Look for me. Don't look for me. So, can we get to the backyard? And find ourselves another broken gun? Can't go it that way. Alright, well, we can finish off a stack of this. We could even leave the crowbar behind, but I think this would be stupid. I think this is probably the cap on our trip. I don't think we're taking anything else. So we may actually want to come to this building one more time. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Although, on our very next trip, we might actually want to... Oh, hang on. Come back up here. On our very next trip, we may actually want to go somewhere with more food, potentially. Although we've got a decent amount of food at home. The problem is we can't cook it. But on the next trip, I'll go somewhere else just because I'll show you what it's like when there's people around. Oh, there we go. Look at this. We've uncovered a new area by reading that note. That's fairly interesting. I don't think I saw this last time. Broken pistol, weapon parts. Oh, that is... God, we do need wood. Alright, we'll come back for it. I'll just sneak out here. I really want to upgrade the stove. I need to be able to make filters. Okay, let's find out what happened. We didn't have a weapon to defend ourselves with because we even took the crowbar. Hopefully everything's okay. Things get worse as time goes on. Wish I brought so much stuff every night. Well, we brought that much stuff last night. Actually, in a way, because of the stacking, you brought slightly fewer things today, Rika. Still, not going to complain too much. Okay, night was calm. Things are going well. Oh, Erika's got some bio notes. Told you about my old man. I hated that asshole, but war does things to people. Then that night when the bombs fell on Gravia, something changed. What he did, I'll never forget it. You heard what they did in Gravia, right? Ooh, creepy, creepy stuff. Hungry, tired. Got more of that. Oh, let's get the handyman. See if you can upgrade the stove, buddy. And who's tired? You're tired. You go for a sleep. Oh, we still don't have enough components. Good God. Alright, well, people are hungry. So we're gonna have to go and burn some wood to make, 6 units of fuel. Ugh, this hurts. And we need to get a water filter going, I think. Actually, or maybe a weapon even. I would feel better if we left a weapon here. Yeah. We're gonna leave a knife behind. Because at some point, looters are gonna come here and become a threat. Okay. And let's make a filter. So how much water do we have right now? We do have 17 units of water, which isn't bad. But I'll feel better if we can make a dose of water every time. You've completed the fuel, so why don't you go and cook a couple of meals. See, it needs a lot of water to cook meals. So yeah, I'm actually happy that we're setting this up. So it takes very little time to set up, to just install the filter, and then we wait. And it takes like several hours to collect just like 4 units of water. So yeah, half an hour to install the filter, and then 5 hours for 4 units of water. So that's why the game does recommend that you may want more than one of these, but we don't have the resources for it. Rika's tired. She can sleep tonight. Marin should hopefully get a full, proper rest here during the day. Or that was Roman. And Marin, we might want to feed him. So there's some good hot food that we can eat right here. Oh, we've got someone waiting to trade. Rika, let's go and see who's at the door. Hopefully he's not here to murder us. That would be bad. Let's make a deal. Yeah, alright. What you got? So, what do we want? This is all the stuff over here. Building material is good, and it's usually considered, yeah, it's considered to be very cheap. Yeah, quite common. Have it for almost nothing. So these are probably the cheapest. These are slightly more. Water, almost nothing. Quite common, almost nothing. And yeah, the booze and other things might be a little bit more expensive. I think the building material is the most important thing. Now, I'm feeling quite confident in, yeah, nothing special but not too bad. Is a slightly better rate. Sell a little bit of that. Oh, we'll sell the gem. Oh, we have 2 knives? Did we already have one? Alright, we'll sell 1 knife then. Yeah, he's, like, all up for that. Try to get as many building materials as we can. Okay, so we don't need to give him this much stuff. It won't do. Try harder. Okay. Take back a lockpick and give him the knife again. Okay, he's fine with that. Let's take back a lockpick. Ah, hold on. There we go. This is the sweet spot. The gem and 1 knife for all these building components. We'll say deal, and then we can keep trading. We can start another batch. Because I want to do that. I want to get a bunch of wood, which is pretty cheap. Maybe a couple more building materials. And throw in some gears, and then we'll see what we can offer up. Even start trading some bullets. Some herbs? Yeah, not worth much, huh? Trade you a book? Well, very common stuff, really. I'm fine with leaving the lockpicks behind. Trade that. Just want to pull back a little on this deal. There we go. Trading lockpicks and 4 bullets for just even more building stuff and wood, which I think is probably a good idea. We just need so much of this stuff in my experience. All right, buddy, you can leave. Water slowly coming. Now that we've done that, is there a possibility we could have upgraded the stove? Well, we can't do it now because there's still food waiting. You're hungry. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and eat. You're hungry as well. You're hungry and tired. No! Crap! Wrong character. I hope that doesn't reset the sleep timer, because I really want Roman to get a full night's sleep. Alright, Mr. Handyman. Yes, upgrade the stove so we use less fuel in the future. That'll be really, really nice. We can save a lot of wood. Is there anything we can build right now? We can also upgrade our workbench. That unlocks more tools as well. Ah, Roman's not tired anymore. He does want some food. We actually have enough stuff to upgrade this. But do we want to do that now? Because we haven't actually built everything. We don't have our furnace yet, our simple heater. We haven't built a radio yet, which I don't think is a super high priority. Although you can brighten your mood by listening to music. You'll get some weather forecasts, which can be useful. Moonshine still can make us a lot of cash. I'm really tempted to build one. Because if we start brewing alcohol, then we can trade that. Roman is hungry, so we'll cook you some food in a second here, Roman. There we go. Got some fuel left. Oh, it uses less water, too. The other thing was using 6 units of water per food. This only uses 4. Yeah, upgrading this is, like, really, really paying off. We'll get you to eat, because then you will be fully perfect shape. People got nervous and suspicious. Alright, good. You're in fine shape. You're in fine shape. You're still tired, but you're going to get to sleep tonight. We need sugar cubes before we can start making moonshine. But I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, simple disease will kill in a few days without medicine. Yeah. Let's make an extra filter. Actually, 2 filters. We will need them. And we're going to start collecting some more water. Wait for this job to finish. There you go. Install the filter. And we can probably end the... Yeah, it's not cold in here. It will get cold. We will need a fireplace soon. And just get that going. And we'll end the day. Alright. So Rika is tired. We'll have her sleep in the bed. Well, you know what? We'll have Roman still guard and Marin scavenge. Just because in terms of carrying things, and I don't want them fighting out here. So we're going to go somewhere else. We can still go to the abandoned cottage. There's still that gun potentially waiting for us. But what I think I would like to do is go to the ruined villa, find some new things. We'll use Marin. He's not quite as sneaky, but that's okay. I'm not going to bring anything to start off with. Again, we're just going to try to leave as much capacity as possible. Let's get going. Now, I'm not bringing the sneaker in a place where there's clearly people. Okay, she's not armed with a gun or anything, which is good. So you start looting outside. Try to get as much stuff as possible. Okay, lots of building material, which is nice. Sneak through this door, or peek through this door. Alright. So I'm going relatively quietly, which is good. No one on the other side over there. I think she's alone. She might be friendly. Oh, she's walking somewhere. I'm going to try to avoid contact regardless. Feels a little bit bad stealing from another person, though. Like, there's someone living here, so we're taking her stuff. Building material, always a priority. We might want to get some more food as well, but... Oh, it's boarded up. Oh, I can't open it unless I had a crowbar. So we're going to have to go up this way instead. I don't think she'd come this way. No. Rummage through this desk. We can sort of hide through these doorways just to break line of sight. Sell that. Whoops. Leave the fertilizer behind. We'll take the weapon parts just on the off chance that we find more of it. Oh, I think this is the kitchen. Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay, she ran away. Alright, well. Nothing to worry about. Some of these places will have soldiers or, like, aggressive looters. Water and sugar. Okay, we're going to leave that and that behind. Take a big stack of sugar. We'll start a moonshine thing. A bunch more water. There's a lot of food here, too, and we do need food. Leave that. I'm going to leave a stack of that. Not going to take the vegetables because it's just one stack. But I will take the 4 canned food. Feel bad that we scared that lady. Black and white picture of the owner's wife surrounded by burning candles. Can we hop up here? Yes, good. Because that's a medicine cabinet. Herbal medicines. Well, we have actual meds, so I'm going to prioritize taking the bandage. Although we've got a fair amount of that, too. Oh, I think she just ran down there. More gears, another joint. Oh yeah, she's still running. Oh, I'm sure we're going to hear about the fact that we're robbing some lady. More weapon parts. Really could build a gun. I think we might just leave at this point. There's a lot left to grab here. We'll just run out. Sorry, lady. Oh, and a dude. Oh, shite. Run. Run. Okay. I mean, legitimately, we were robbing these people. So that dude was a little bit mad. I didn't realize he was there. Oh, man. Marin, yeah, Marin's his name. Probably took some damage there. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we did get a good haul. It'd be nice to have someone here who had a higher carrying capacity. Maybe we can make bigger backpacks. I haven't seen anything like that in the game so far. Oh, we were raided. Someone tried to rob us. They didn't seem very determined, so they were no threat. Thankfully, we were all armed. None of us was wounded, and the attackers didn't steal anything. Our guards did doing a good job. Excellent. Okay. And Marin's not wounded either. I mean, he took a punch to the face, but otherwise he's okay. Hungry and tired, so we're going to get him to sleep right away. Erika is only hungry, so we can go up here. We could eat the canned food, but we could also just start cooking. Actually, let's not bother cooking right now. We'll save our wood and things for building material. Roman, you can come down here as well. She's going to nom, and now she's fine. Let's go ahead and start some water collecting. And then we'll start the moonshine as well. We might get another trader here during the day. We could build another bed. But really, we're only ever going to have one person sleeping at night. One person sleeping, one person guarding, one person scavenging. It'll change if we get another survivor with us. There we go. Uses a little bit of fuel. Actually, if we had one more unit of fuel, which we will do by burning some wood here. Or, yeah, we'll prep some wood. Imagine we're chopping it. And then we could make 2 units of booze. Half an hour to set up, 4 hours to brew. Okay, that works for me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cook that food. We will need 3 units of fuel to cook everything. Someone's at the door. Okay, well, we've got our shine going. Oh, I want to talk to you. I hope she's not the lady from the house. She might just be another survivor wanting to join us, actually. Or someone who wants to kill us. Hi, I'm Katya. Before this hell broke out, I used to work as a reporter. I was the first to deliver breaking news, meet important people, travel a lot. Now I don't even know where my family is. I hope they went into hiding and are okay. I'll stay here with you until the fighting is over, okay? So we can consider this. This is an extra mouth to feed, which is bad. On the other hand, it's an extra body for guarding and so on and so forth. If there was any way I could figure out how to have multiple people scavenge, then this would be a lot less painful, but I'm not sure. Like, I haven't been able to figure this out yet. I feel like you must be able to have more than one person scavenge, but something about the interface is tripping me up. I may be wrong. Maybe you can only have one scavenger every night. But that seems kind of sucky. I'm going to go ahead and accept her. Katya is actually someone I've seen before. Oh, she's slightly wounded as well, so we're going to have to use a freaking band-aid on her. That sucks. She's a reporter. Apparently, she's got bargaining skills. I don't know, again, in this demo, I don't know if that has come up or not. Good thing we have a lot of bandages, but right away, already, she's using extra resources. Putting an extra load on the household. She's not hungry yet. So at least we've got that going for us. Let's see if we can upgrade these kits at all. Unlock some more building types. Nope, we can't upgrade the metal workshop yet. And, oops. Stop. And we don't need a shovel, we don't need another knife. Okay, can we upgrade this thing? No. Need more gears and things. Is there anything we want to build? Well, we could go and build that other bed. It might be a good idea to get a heater ready. We don't, we have a little bit of fuel, I suppose. Because it will get cold at some point, and we're going to want it. I feel like we'll probably want it in the bedroom. Keep the bedroom nice and warm. Excellent. One resting done. Tell you what then. You go to sleep. You set up the heater. Meanwhile, you're slightly wounded, but you've been bandaged at least. Hopefully you'll be okay. And we're hoping you're not a drain on our whole setup. I think I made the fuel, but I didn't actually cook this food. So we're going to go and take a look at that. Water just finished. We could start another dose of that, actually. There's also this. If we had vegetable, we could make slightly more optimal food. Maybe I won't cook anything, actually. We're going to see if we can... I think we left some vegetables behind. I think we get double the food. Right, okay, so the different... So you use one meat and one vegetable to get 2 food. You can eat the food, the vegetables directly, but this is probably more nutritious. So we'll actually go ahead and wait for that then. We can also grow our own food if we can get a few upgrades going. Oh. So the water automatically goes into your inventory, but we have to actually collect the moonshine, which strikes me as a bit odd. So we don't have any sugar cubes for that. We could start some water going up here. The temperature has dropped a little bit. We probably are going to want to upgrade the furnace before we start using it. On the other hand, I say that, we need a lot of components. Oh, and we don't have a filter. So I put 1 unit of fuel in there, so the furnace is going. The temperature should rise. I don't think we've got the components to make a filter, so we'll probably just end up ending the day here. Yeah. Okay, we'll end the day. Yeah, you see the temperature is rising. So it's not like we were frigid, but, oh, there we go. We've opened up a lot of extra buildings here. Semi-detached home, huge amounts of food. Supermarket probably has crap tons of food. Well, it says here, huge amounts of food. Possible trade. The supermarket, not maybe as much food. Since the area is under the separatist military control, it might be dangerous to do the groceries there. However, the risk might be worth it, as there should be lots of goods left. I don't know where we should go. Tell you what, though. Katya, while she is slightly wounded, she can carry 12 things. We're going to send her to the supermarket. You want to stay with us? You got to make yourself useful. We're going to have Erika, who's probably another really good scavenger. We're going to have you sleep so you're ready the next day. We're going to set up double guards. Like that. Because already we're starting to have looters. Oh, there's the small tenement over here as well. No, let's go to the supermarket. See what we can see. Should we bring anything? I think we'll be pretty okay. We could bring a weapon, I suppose. But no, she has to prove herself first before we trust her with a weapon. Uh-oh, I'm not alone here. Luba, you take downstairs. Oh, these are actual looters. They're armed. Oh, this is, yeah, double plus on good. I'm going to wait for these guys to leave the entrance. Oh, shite. He's got a gun. Hi. Should be enough for both of us, don't worry. Oh! Really? Oh, good. Alright, thank you. Wow. Wow. I was sure I was about to be murdered. Wow. Alright, let's take all this. And you can die. I've had lots of people die on me. It is not easy. Go upstairs here. Hopefully everyone else is, like, cool. Check the shopping cart. Maybe there's going to be some canned food in there. Oh, I like how the sign has fallen through. And rolled up cigarettes and mechanical parts, which we actually are starting to need now. Yeah, he's looting stuff. Almost like a race. Who can loot the most? Sugar cubes and things. Yep. It's nice to have a lot of inventory. It won't budge. Oh, crap. I'm going to not be afraid to make noise. Oh. I guess partially looted over here? Is there anything left? There is. I don't care about the cigarette or the weapon shells. I mean, we can make ammo later. I'm going to take the weapon parts, though. And the gears. And the building material. Yeah, let's see what else we can find here. Yeah, they're, like, partially looting things. Hopefully they're leaving me some relatively decent stuff. Raw meat is good. Building materials. We always need more of that. I'm going to keep the gunpowder for now. I don't trust these other dudes. Shopping cart. Electronics to start to be useful. Water. We need so many different things. God, this place goes on forever. We might have to come back here. It's going to be half looted. Finish a stack. Okay, having one sugar cube is stupid. Why am I carrying that? Let's finish a stack of wood. Grab some more of these parts, maybe? We can grab more wood if we... leave the gunpowder. I'll keep the weapon part. We can still potentially fix a gun. Even if we don't use it, we can sell it. It's probably worth tons of money. I guess we'll just leave at this point. I'm happy those guys were chill. How come they can bring more people and I can't? I mean, I'd always want to leave at least one person behind to guard. Because the last thing I'd want to do is leave my safe house empty and then lose all of my stuff. Alright, I think she's proven herself. She does have the bargaining skills. That might have actually helped there. They might have been aggro if not for the fact that she is listed as having bargaining skills. I don't know if those things do anything, and it was another quiet night. Well, this is going to have to bring us to the end of this video because it's gone on for quite some time. Hopefully you guys have gotten a good sense of the gameplay. Again, all I've played so far is this press preview, which goes on to day 12. The raids tend to get a little bit more aggressive, and you get more and more different locations to scout out, and it becomes harder and harder to have enough food for everyone. Some people are complaining about food and just having enough resources, but overall things are okay. Oh, you know what I can do is I can go and maybe upgrade one of these things to show different furniture. No, we don't have enough gears for that. Do we have anything over here? Nope. Alright, so I can't even show some more furniture. Well, I guess you guys are just going to have to keep an eye out for this game. When the full version of this War of Mine comes out, there's a very, very, very good chance that I may do a full Let's Play. I might think it might make a very good live stream as well. A lot of ethical decisions to do. When you do go into a house and you steal things from people, you will hear your survivors over here talk about like whether that's good or bad or whatever. They will get more and more depressed, especially if someone dies. Depressed people can also leave. Like they can decide, like, you know, screw this. This base here is not working out. I'm gonna just take off. And yeah, very moody, very atmospheric game. I think it tells a great story of some hardships that people actually go through, and it's also quite fun to play. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.